Advertising asterisk guys, I have bags under my eyes, and my hands are covered in calluses, and all because for 4 days in a row, I've been chasing a bald man. This bald one. Games about this cute guy are so cruel and brutal that testosterone can splash from the screen in the first minutes of the game. All games in this series can be depicted as brutal music asterisk in general, in one word, the good old, Spartan ultra-violence. Over everything that gets in the way. In the course of the previous part of the game, Kratos has gone so far apart that even the Greek gods have ended, and it would seem that everything. There is no one else to kill, it's time to settle down, get a wife and a tight ass. The clock is ticking, and now everything seems to be going well. Kratos fells trees, eats dumplings with Mazik in the north when suddenly, his wife suddenly died, leaves him one-on-one with a little shit and many immediately thought, whoa, what's with the snot? Is it that Kratos will soften up now, will take care of the child, will register in the public Yazamat? And instead of the spinal cord action that we love so much, will we get the movie, The Bald Nanny? Well, not quite like that, Kratos still works as a maniac by profession. And how will the upbringing of a small latch take place if it is entrusted to the killing machine? Correctly brutal music asterisk the action component, in my opinion, has become several times cooler. Hypertrophied dad, under the steroid arrival on the screen, still does just terrible things. The combat system does not get bored until the very end, and all because you are constantly discovering new combinations, strikes and opportunities. A huge amount of armor and runes with different properties that can be hung anywhere, except on the forehead. But, yes, the game is really, for the most part, about the relationship of fathers and children, belts and bugs. According to the mood, this is already more The Last of Us, according to the action, Dark Souls. Frenzied screams and bulging eyes were replaced by a melancholic atmosphere, unhurried narration and the depth of the characters. But this, in no way went to the game in the negative, but on the contrary, the game has become bigger, deeper, more mature, more beautiful and more diverse. Everyone, even a minor character here has a character arc. These are not just dummies, they have their own history, features, and they learn, change their attitude to each other and to what is happening. Even the head that lives on Kratos' ass has an opinion on everything and even helps in battles. Looking at the screen, to these clusters of pixels, you feel a certain chemistry, as to the living. At first, for example, I was spitting from this little asshole. Who did you give me? He's a helpless fool, only gets under his feet and constantly whines. Give it to kindergarten, and please bring it to me in the old-fashioned way, blood, murders and naked tits, otherwise I will go to shit and install all the games. But after 10 hours of education, I was horrified. Who did I raise? It's just a snotty diaper Terminator, bringing down enemies in packs without my help. Yes, I'm already in the same room with him, I'm afraid. It's just a ruthless monster, it seems to me that he will kill me for a sideways glance. The plot is just great, I managed to predict the scenario twists just a couple of times. From the technical side, it's such a slick game that I can't even remember where else there was such a level. Every detail, the texture is perfectly fitted. Objectively, there is simply nothing to find fault with in this game. Not just titanic efforts are invested here, the soul is invested here. This is exactly the case when the game is no longer just entertainment, but a real art. In short, the score is 220 out of 10, I went to do additional quests. Well, that's it, subscribe to the channel, like it and see you again. There's also Instagram and the contact group random sound asterisk.